Damn, I got 3 people in here and 5 likes already. I must be doing some magician shit. Yeah, I hope every one of y'all's having a good Sunday. All that cool stuff. Popped in a few minutes early just to make sure that this angle's working. I'm not blinding y'all with the glare behind with me with the lights and all that stuff like that. And we'll get to turning here in just a second. What's up, next? And keep my computer from restarting. I'll be all right. Weather down here is actually pretty good. I'm not going to knock it. So we'll pop this thing off here in about 2 minutes. Right off the rip, you guys that are in here, bring it down here and get you clipped up, get you ready anyways. First thing I'm putting on here, because I've thought about it all night, is this piece of black limba. I got it in a box from one of the new sponsors. Go ahead and show you guys here. You go to Got Wood LLC. These guys right here, they have got some of the coolest exotic woods I've ever seen. They sell blanks, left, right, and crooked. Prices are awesome, and I mean, good people to work with. I got this in there along with some other stuff. Ever since I cracked open the box and I seen this limba on here, I wanted to get into it. So this is gonna be the first thing we turn today. Right now we're moving right around 520 RPMs just to get the wax and everything off the outside of it. I want to see how everything looks as far as the grain. This is a very light wood. a very, it's almost grass-like. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
I tried to call you.
You're good. I love you.
Love you.
Taco delivery. My kid loves me. I got tacos. All right, so yeah, this is very subject to like tear out. Like I thought it was just the carbide at first, and then I went across it with the bull gouge, riding the bevel and everything, and damn. So I think in best attempt to keep this as big as we can, because it's not a huge blank to begin with, we need to go ahead and cut a mortise in the back of this so we can put it in our jaws, and then we need to shape the outside of this the right way. So let's do that. I'll still eat them damn tacos if they're cold, you know it. Just as much as I do. This is a very light wood. Normally I would like only go about an 1/8 inch of a tenon, but where this is so light and I've never worked with it before and I don't know if the grain's going to blow out on it, I'm going to go just a little bit deeper in case I should happen to have some kind of like catastrophic cracking or something. Back here because I'm old. Tacos and spinning is a pretty good Sunday, I ain't gonna lie. If you guys wonder why I've got like everything kind of like blown apart here, there was gonna be a huge ass reveal today, but old dad kind of like caught the long wiener of FedEx once again. Mr. Wilson is spamming my channel sponsors and everything, and the links down here. There's a hell of a tool company called Find Buy Tool. They're kind of putting the aftermarket tool company on their toes for all intents and purposes, but they have this lathe, and I don't give a damn what anybody says. It's got a lot of the functions that a lot of starter lathes don't have. It's a 12 by 21 lathe. It's modeled pretty much after like the Jet, the Rockler, and it has a forward, a reverse, a variable speed. Takes the 1x8 spindle, all that MT2 taper. Like, it's set up to take all the big boy stuff. It's built bulletproof. They've agreed to send me one because they like the Sunday Spundays and what we got going on here. And I've very graciously accepted that. So it was supposed to be here Friday. That's whenever I made the links and everything like that. And then FedEx threw the pecker at me, and now it won't be here till like Tuesday. But it, along with some other new stuff that some sponsors have sent, will be showcased. I am going to do a big live once I get that. So I'll be changing the angles of everything up. I got this bench back here. That's where I'll be showcasing the bigger lathe, the better lathe, and everything like that. I was gonna try to like surprise y'all with some cool shit, but universe had different plans, I reckon. What's up, on paper? All right. This should be spinning dead center now. If I tighten that up because I'm an idiot. Hey. All right. Now let's straighten this up. That we got it mounted in some jaws, and I'm not too hell bent about it flying off and blasting old dad in the noggin. So what I'm thinking on this one is I'm gonna do a good taper on the bottom, roll a good strong taper on the top. There's a good chance that the bottom of this might actually be bigger than the top part of this. I'm going to hollow out everything on the inside of it, and I've got some contrasting wood depending on what this looks like that I want to make just a flush flat lid with a cap. Shouldn't be that crazy of a build, but I wasn't expecting this kind of tear out. But once again, until I got this package, I'd never heard of black limba, so we're going to learn this together, I reckon. Clean the shop up real quick here, and can't stress it enough, we are working with exotic woods today. Some exotic woods are toxic or poison, stuff like that. So if you're doing that, make sure you clean up dust, shavings, all that stuff, wear your respirator, stuff like that. But with that being said, also go check out my sponsor here, Got Wood. Mike will put them up there. You guys have a hellish selection, and prices aren't bad at all, man. Like, you could totally get into some exotic woods if you're wanting it. It's good stuff. Also, check out all the other woodworkers on here, like 77 Rockets, Big Mix Woodworking, Timber Designs, all that stuff. Check us out. Good people. You get it? I might have to turn up the speed on this eventually. I don't know for sure. Limba kind of reminds me of, I don't know, ingrain poplar. Round it off and get in there and see if we can shape it a little bit. Need to get some rough sandpaper for this. About ready to yank out the 80 grit. Did I mention that the Find By tool has a reverse? This don't. This is definitely going to have to be sanded like a sumbitch. Or cut at a higher rate of speed. Give that a shot. They have a, from what I've seen, it is like a phenomenal set of cryo tools. I'd really like BW to look at them, since that's kind of like his world, but everything that I've seen and read about them, they look amazing. Alright, Mop Jesus speed, let's get it. It's currently on sale right now. It is the original price is like almost, it's right at $800. They're running a shop-wide sale. It's like 40% off on that tool right now. It's like $399 or something like that. Okay, so definitely with the limba, you've got to cut this at a high speed. 100%, you got to hit it at a high speed. That takes care of almost all of your tear out, and the grain on this wood is absolutely beautiful. So, future reference, black limba, high speed. Let's church this up a little bit, kind of get the shape we want, and then we'll start hollowing it out. What's up, Mr. Ricker? How you doing, man? A little bit of tear out, but other than that, man, it's we're golden compared to where we were. So high speed's definitely the deal with limba. Move this in a little bit so I don't have that hangover. Yeah, the limba is absolutely beautiful. All right, so I think I'm still going to taper this in just a little bit more up here where it's not as round. There we go. Yeah, I like that. We're standing back here in the back, I just seen it. All right, so we're gonna pop off this tailstock here. We're gonna throw our Jacobs chuck in here. We're gonna drill this out just a little bit and make it easier on the hollowing out part because this wood is so ingrainy, grass grainy. Hell, I don't know. It's kind of like I don't want to tear it out of me, yeah. So we're gonna knock that out real quick, and then we're gonna hollow out the inside of this, and I'll make the cap for it. That. Come here, you son of a bitch. Get this out of here for a second. Go ahead and we're going to back this up as much as we can. What's up, Andres from Ecuador? How's it going, man? Good to have you here. If you guys are new to this and you haven't been here before, like and subscribe. We do this every Sunday. Call it Sunday Spunday. Just chilling out in the shop, turning cool stuff, trying to anyways, learn some stuff. Good group of people. All right. So we're gonna hollow this out. I'm only gonna hollow it out maybe 2 inches. That's about all the hollowing I've ever been able to do in life, if you know what I mean. All right. I should probably slow this down. But with this being as light as it is, this is drilling through no problem whatsoever. That just sharpened this Forstner. Hey, is this Brad from Got Wood? What's up, homie? Guys, check him out. I was just actually showing your stickers and the box you sent. Yeah, this is the limba. Dude, I was really nervous about this. This stuff is beautiful. As soon as I cracked open the box, I was telling my buddies on here, I was like, I don't know. I was like, it's a beautiful grained wood, but I don't know how I'm gonna turn it. It's super light, but this is some beautiful grain stuff. I love it. So far, this is one of my favorites. This and the bloodwood. I've got some bloodwood strips cut up with some of the yellow wood for some pin blanks later. But man, this is phenomenal. Brad, thank you for stopping by, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. I know you guys are busier than hell, but you guys swing by Brad's shop over at Got Wood. Check it out. Dude's got a hell of a setup over there. Check him out, man. This this limba is beautiful. I don't think that like my camera angle with the light is doing y'all justice. I can't wait till I actually get to put a finish on it, but the grain on this stuff is beautiful. Yeah, there's actually some pictures on my on the shop's Facebook as well as the YouTube's homepage that's got everything in the box splayed out, and I'm telling you right now, the wood is high quality. It's all kiln dried, labeled, stamped, like you know exactly what you're getting, and it's good stuff. There's not like knots and splits and cracks like you get from some other companies, man. It's good, high quality wood. Check it out. Dude's amazing. Alright, so I'm going to put my mask back on, and we're going to try to give this thing some love after I get some of these tools out of the way here. Do a little bit of hollowing out, and then we're going to make the cap for this heifer. I was going to do some ebonized oak, but I don't want to take away from the grain in this. Now that I actually see the way the grain's looking, I've got a piece of maple that I've had laying around the shop for a little bit, and I couldn't really use it for a whole lot of else. It's really not punky, but the grain in it, where it's cut so thin, it wouldn't make for a whole lot of structural stuff. But I think that I can make a pretty cool lid with this and put a cap in here. Everybody, check out Brad on here. Go check out his shop. Brad, you are phenomenal, dude. The product's great. I've already got 2 or 3 of your stickers up in my shop. I'll be getting back a hold of you. Definitely, sir. Yeah, that is a good question while you're on here, Brad. Do you ship international? So I've got a buddy over in Scotland. He's into this stuff as well. I got a fella in Canada who was talking about it the other night. So if you could answer that, I can put it out to him right now. Give him a second to answer there. Yeah. Unfortunately, we only ship within the continental U.S. Okay, so they only ship within the U.S. right now, guys. Sorry about that, Michael Wilson. Sorry about that, Timber. But for you fellers that are in the U.S., you really, really, really need to take advantage of that shit because this stuff is phenomenal. Like, Kapuru, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this shit right. Kapura. This stuff is beautiful. I'm almost scared to cut into this until I have an exact idea of what I want out of it. Canary wood. I've never got to touch canary wood before. You got some, everything comes like this, website on it, kiln dried, exactly what it is, stamped to where you can read it, and you got no splits, end grain on everything's covered in wax. Dude's got a solid operation, and if you check his website, this isn't even 1/100th of what the guy offers, man. He's got a hell of a setup. I'm telling you, that place is legit. Brad, thank you so much for stopping by, dude. And not to mention, it's probably got one of the coolest fucking stickers I've ever seen in my life. Who doesn't want got wood strapped somewhere in their shop or on the back of a cart? All right, I'm going to move you guys down here to the end. I've already got my tailstock off. And I'll take that sticker. BW, you find a way to get a hold of me, along with Mike Wilson, and I'll find a way to get both of you guys one of these stickers. I know it's international, but I'll get y'all a sticker. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you guys can see what's going on here, and most likely when I blow my fingertips off, because that tends to happen sometimes. Make sure y'all got a good angle. No. Didn't think anybody forgot, man. I know that people are busy. Your kids are out of school, same as my little crotch goblins are out of school. And these little hellions get expensive and violent. All right, so got the hollowing tool here. I'm gonna have to use this one until I pick up that new set of M2s and the hollowing tools off of Find By Tool, because they got a badass set on there that I want. But I'm going to hollow this out a little bit on the inside. I don't want to take these walls too thin once again, because I'm not familiar with this wood. I don't know how narrow and thin I can get the walls on this. But I don't want to just leave it a damn hole in here. I do want to make a hollow form out of this, so we're going to run with that. So let's get with this. Joe Waters has PDF files. I have no idea what that means. Somebody answer that, man. But let's go. Matter of fact, I'm getting a drink of coffee. Man, that was awesome. Brad stopped by the... Back this up just a tad here. Back it up a little bit more. tilted, y'all. Sorry. Man, that shit hollows out quick, too. What's up, Kevin Ellis? How's it going, brother? Man, I cannot believe that Brad dropped by the chat or by the stream. That was awesome, dude. A lot of people say they're going to do that, and they don't. It actually means a lot to a content creator or somebody that's on here doing this shit. Most people will be like, yeah, just go do what you got to do. But when someone actually checks in and follows up to make sure that you're doing the stuff, that means a lot. But on the good news is, I think I'm going to be able to hollow form the hell out of this. Sorry, y'all, my phone keeps tilting. I know it's annoying as hell. What's up, Jeff? A little bit more. The hell's my fucking air hose at? Jesus. caught. Arrows. Much as I hate to do that to y'all. Okay, I still got a little bit of a lip I need to take care of right here at the very back. And we're going to take care of that real quick. Damn right I'm taking my cleaning serious. Shape up around this lip right here, especially where I just got that damn catch, which is fine because I've actually got to cut a little bit of a recess for this maple lid to fit. And for that, we are going to bust out the smaller of the carbide tools. Gotta sand that. Alright. Take this lid off for a minute. That's hollowed out. I know you guys don't like being down there by the tailstock. Kind of freaks y'all out and shit. Jeff gets all shaky. Look. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do here today. And I'm going to bust out some Yorkshire grit on this thing. Oh, it whistles. I've got a dowel over there I'm getting ready to put a notch in, Jeff. Yeah, whistles, yeah, it's fucking whistles. I went ahead and chopped us up some paper towels to get them ready for everything here. Give this thing a little bit of love with Yorkshire grit. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it off with some Good Natured first. Grain on this is absolutely beautiful. Could please share the live, it'd mean a lot to me. I've got a few of my sponsors that are stopping by the lives in the next few days. They're kind of baffled about how I've only got like 3,500 subscribers, and then these lives come out here and they rip ass, and I've got a pretty good idea of how it works, but it's all because of guys like you. What's up, LJ? How's it going? As soon as this dries, we're going to hit it with the Yorkshire, polish her up a little bit. Make sure you no sawdust in my coffee. If you guys are new here and you like what you see, like, subscribe. We do this every Sunday. Also, if you're new here, check out some of the other channels in here. LJ Woodworks, My Honey's Handmade, 77 Rockets, 2 minutes tips for wood turners, Timber Designs. You guys got to check these guys out. I mean, it's a good community, good group of people. They're all about making everybody better. So, check them out. It'll be fibber if it was what? That's just about dry. Spot right there that's darker than what it was before I threw it on there. So we're gonna rub some Yorkshire on this here in a second, and then we're gonna let it sit there for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna blast it at high speed to kind of polish it up. Yorkshire grit. Yep. I don't think this is the actual Yorkshire brand, but no, it's not. Give her a buffing. All right, so all right. Is this thing on? Check 1, 2. What's up, Mike? Right. Yorkshire grit's not a finish. that. And now I can wax the hell out of the outside of it. Had somebody in a forum last night tell me that I should super glue finish this bowl. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. So now that we got this little recess cut up here, I want to make a contrasting, just a simple maple insert that sits on top of that with a little bit of a grip. On the charity case, Steve. What's So I did not make the hole on that as big as I thought I was going to. So I'm not going to need a biggest piece of maple as I thought I was going to. I've already got one cut, but I believe I'm going to go ahead and cut another one real quick just to have it. I'll zippity do this bitch over there. Man, that was awesome that Brad stopped by in the thing here, dude. Disco biscuits. This should be a relatively quick turn. I say that, and this is what we'll spend the next 2 hours doing. Almost. Talk here more. Almost. Fifth now. Shit. I wonder. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm kind of taking it ass backwards on this one. Damn it, come here. What we're doing. Okay. Now I can get this off here because that shit was nerve-wracking. Damn it. Where is my other one at? Okay. I love sanding on a lathe, man. Alright, so I know there's not a whole lot to it, but this is our little piece of maple. tap the hole. I don't like going all the way through on them. This will sit right here on top of this. And now we get ready to cut the cap. Take this off for a second. For the cap, I've got a cut off of this pretty cool spotted stuff that I got from Mex. I'm not going to do like some grand, super illustrious like cap on here, but I do want to carry the collars through on it, and I figure this is probably the best way to do it. I know from making pins with this shit is super punky. And I'm getting ready to take it up at Mock Jesus, so, you know, typical fashion, we're just going to throw safety to the wind, I reckon. Let that spin for a second while I get something to drink. Right, and I'm getting ready to put my PPE on here. We'll take a second to tell y'all, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're just stopping by here, like, subscribe, check out the other channels that are in here. Bunch of dudes, chicks, good group of people. I did have a rather big surprise planned for y'all today. I've been busting my ass with the Sunday Spundays for about 6-8 months now. I took some time off for a little bit while I was building the shop and everything, but I immediately jumped back into them as fast as I could. Find by Tool is one of the channel's newest sponsors. They've checked out the Sunday Spundays. They like what I'm doing here, and it was supposed to have been here Friday. Obviously it's not, because I'm still using this, but they have sent me their lathe. It'll be here Tuesday now, so you best believe that as soon as that shows up, I am doing a full-blown ass lathe video with that. I'm going to do a review of it, an unboxing, and we're going to turn some stuff live. I'm going to do the whole damn thing live. I'd really appreciate if you all could show up for that. It'd mean a lot to me. You guys are just as much as this as I am, and really means a whole hell of a lot to me that you guys have been here for the whole part of it. So, enough with that sappy shit. Wood sponsor already showed up earlier. I got a piece of his wood over here. Yeah, I got a piece of his wood, which is this black limba, which I am... God, I love that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Got a maple cap for it. I'm gonna cut this like a little pretty basic finial. Put the cap on top of it, be done with it. And then we're gonna move on to some pins and some other stuff. That's dry now. Mask back on. Okay, where you be? There you are. fuckers. Alright. Now let's go off this. Hell yeah! Thank you, Mike. Woo. What it looks like. Yeah, I like that. Got a little bit of tear out right there. Now we're going to take our big pointy footer, our diamond head here, as soon as I may find it. Right here beside me, because it's giant. And also, another shop sponsor, Bighorn Tools. Check them out. Good stuff. Jeff can attest to that, and so can a couple other people in here. Little salted mushroom cap. Oh, set that there for a second. Pull my hair back up here in a minute. I got all bangs and shit like a high school cheerleader. I would definitely be the bottom of the pyramid. What's up, Mr. Wilson? Cut that just deep enough to where it sits in that recess, doesn't poke through the bottom. Pair that up with that limba. And I think she's pretty damn pretty. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. It's a hollow form. The inside of it is hollowed out. She's a... I don't know if y'all can hear that, but she sounds sexy. Walls are about 1/4 inch thick. A little bit thinner than I actually wanted to go, but surprisingly this held up. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with the black limba. If you haven't turned black limba yet and you get a chance to it, or if you can get on the Got Wood website and order some of it, it's definitely one to pick up. I don't know if he sells like a variety box or anything. I haven't delved that deep into it, but this is definitely on some... it's on the list of wood that I'll be getting on the future, because like that stuff is awesome. I think the stripes with the maple and then the spalting just kind of like go together on this, so I like it. Afiqua Audio, thank you very much. Mike, I hate that, man. So, I just now remembered, because none of y'all reminded me, I got 2 tacos back here. I'm going to start smashing on one of those for a second while I get this next piece strung up here for me to turn. In the meantime, y'all got anything on your list of stuff that you're fixing to turn or build? What do y'all got going on in your shops right now? Later, cat. Dude, I don't care if these tacos have ice in the middle of them. I'm still going to smash them off. Look at my fat ass. Do you think I ever feared a sandwich? Let alone a taco? Alright. So, not going to lie. I made fun of pin turners for probably a good 2-3 months, if not longer, probably longer. I was like, I mean, it's like you're turning an ink pen, you're making a tube into a smaller tube. So I was straight roasting these guys as often as I could, sometimes to their face, and like, I've got some buddies that are legit pin turners. I turned a pin during a live, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done, I'll never do this again. And it's safe to say that I'm kind of addicted now. I've got like 30 new kits down here, and I just picked up a pin sponsorship. People are sending me some stuff. I got some crazy ass blanks coming. So yeah, I'm addicted to that shit. So yeah, I'm a pin turner too, I guess. But that being said, everybody that just likes to turn a bunch of resin and stuff on a pin, I'm not really into that. I got nothing against that. Trust me, I've talked enough shit, I guess, that whenever I say that I've got nothing against that, I truly mean it. But I do like making segmented bowls and multi-wood turnings and multi-axis turnings and stuff, and I try to carry that into the pin turning as much as I can, just to be a little different than everybody else. So, right off the rip, this is maple with bloodwood, walnut, bloodwood, walnut, bloodwood, walnut, bloodwood, walnut, and maple. It's going to be where the nib of the pin is, and then I usually just like to run the upstairs, the back part of the pin, back where the clip and everything is, in a plain wood, unless request different. That way, if somebody wants it engraved or something like that, I can do that as well. We're going to find out. Usually on my segmented stuff, I've got enough glue on here that kind of works out in my favor. So we're hoping for that, right? That's a wobbly bitch. Gonna be anyways. Alright, that's loosen. Give you a few cranks to let you know that I'm the boss and you're my bitch, I guess. Alright, that's going. I'm eating a damn taco. I don't know what's in these tacos, but it's going south right now. Alright. Y'all still talking about mowers and shit. I know I've said this about a million times, but I'm super grateful for my sponsors. If you guys get a chance, check out my sponsors while I'm eating this. I'll go ahead and take the time to say it. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do that. It's free. Consider becoming a member. Check out the other channels on here. 2-Minute Tips for Wood Turning, Mike is making stuff. 77 Rockets, Timber Designs. All these guys on here. Badass turners. Badass workshops. Get with these guys. I should be in the WWE. Probably not. Probably not. Nice piece of wood, ma. That's what she said, homie. Alright. So, these are going on the slimline kits. Just what I happen to have a metric shit ton of sent to me right now. I've got some of the cigar style pins and some fountain pins and stuff like that. I've done a bunch of the stainless ones. I've got a walnut blank over here I'm going to bust out with some canary wood or yellow heart in it. It's going to have a gold nib, gold hardware kit in it. I think I'm going to go with the black hardware kit on this one because I'm really digging the red and the brown and the just contrasting like hell against the white. I think the black hardware would be pretty cool with this too. So, smash off this taco, get a drink of tea, pull my hair up, and we'll roll with this shit. Last weekend's live, I got a piece of dust or something in my eyeball, and I had to go get my my eyeball scraped. That shit was awesome. Sad thing is, I had the helmet on the whole damn time. Right. Get the old hood on so I don't hurt my beautiful face. It was not great fun. I'm going so you guys can see what I got going on down here with my wood. Bunch of wood gazers. Gotta plug my phone in or we ain't gonna have a live stream going, boys. There we go. Okay. I am the Father. Very good, Morgan. Need to make that one a tad bit smaller. We're definitely going to hit this with a higher grit. Yeah, that's what the hell I'm talking about. I think this might be my personal pin after this because this one's damn beautiful. I'm going to do something right. Denaturized alcohol here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, rub it fucking down. Make it greasy. All right, so this bloodwood is a beautiful contrast in between this walnut and this maple. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. This shit is awesome looking. Once again, got wood, turning blank supply. Yeah, badass. This is gonna look awesome when I put the black caps on here. We'll let this dry out a little bit. I'm gonna give it a CA bath. Probably 5 coats of that. Sand in between each coat. I'm going to give it a one final bath, and then I'm going to polish the hell out of it. And we'll put her together, see what she looks like. I'm not a pin addict. I'm taking a boring hobby and making it less boring. Right now I'm gonna eat this fucking taco. Trash can, 10 points. Oh, motherfucker. Alright, no sawdust there. Bitches light up like rubies. not addicted to pins. Maybe a little bit. Not a lot though. It just smells good. A couple more coats. No, Dewey. Makes it feel good. It's not habit forming. You won't feel bad tomorrow. Okay. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah. Right, yeah. And I know that this is probably not the way to do this, and someone's going to say some slick shit about it, but it worked for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. I like to get tray wax, 3500 grit sandpaper, and that's what I'm going to polish it with. I have beeswax, but I figure over time, like as much as you use a pen, beeswax will probably wear off. I use beeswax on like my kid toys and like plates and stuff like that. But yes, you totally could use beeswax for this. But I've already got going to do 6, but I'd say at this point I've probably got 8 coats of CA on this. Once again, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. We do this every Sunday. A lot of good makers and turners in this group if this is something you're interested in. I don't give a damn what anybody says. That is beautiful. I'm kind of anxious to chuck this bad boy up. Move this sherry over here. Yeah, we're going with the black one on this one. Definitely going with the black one on this one. Laugh, handsome, chubby guy. Fuck yeah, I'll take it. So you got some Korean in your name there or something like that. You want some dim cock? pin kit out. I don't have one of the pin kit, like pin press pin kits or anything like that. And honestly, I just don't have one. But if you put them together with a hammer, it's like you're actually building something. Once again, I'm not knocking people that have pin kits. God forbid y'all get all fucking tore up on me and get the mob together or some shit. Bet I'm kind of strong enough to push the shit together myself. Van Natta. Is that? Have a pin kit, I'll be okay. Not making fun of people that use pin kits. Not at all. It's not the kind of person I am. Stay, you son of a bitch. I know that one thing, once you get into pins, you instantly have more little baggies laying around your workshop than the local dope man. Do you press the parts together? Yeah, you're supposed to press the parts together, I guess, or some shit like that. I don't. Tap, tap, motherfucker, tap, tap. That tends to happen sometimes. I like the black hardware, not gonna lie. And the clear on that red pops it off just right. So the bloodwood's working. I really, really like it. Well, it's first time and seeing the people who doing something simple like watching a movie. Oh, thank you, Mahali. I think I pronounced that right. Every Sunday, we're here doing this. Please like and subscribe. I like the contrast too, Dan. I'm pretty fond of that. I think I might keep this one. I don't know. I say that a lot. Feels pretty good. I like the contrast between the white and the walnut. So the next one I got over here should be equally as cool. It's got some yellow heart, some walnut, and of course probably one of my new favorite woods is that bloodwood. I don't know, man. I sell them for a little bit of everything, dude. I haven't sold any of them. Like, I know that sounded stupid, but I seen Moyoc talking about selling them for like all kinds of money, and people sell them for like all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I've got them marked for like the exotic wood ones for like $20-25 on my Facebook page. Like, if someone gets on there and does it, it's that and shipping. So yeah. So This one is going to consist of, this is yellow heart, some of that badass bloodwood, yellow heart bloodwood, yellow heart bloodwood with a walnut leader going towards the top of the pin, and then this will be the walnut leader for the top of the pin. I reckon you'd get 40 to 70 for standard ones, exotic 75 to 100. Holy hell. Yeah, I'm underpricing the shit out of them, I reckon. But I'm going to finish this taco, and we're going to jump right into the other one because, no, I don't like pin turning. I don't know about how fancy I'm getting. I was really hoping that lathe would be here today, man. The bougie shit will be here tomorrow. There's a company, I believe Mike's got the link to it. Bullseye Turning Supply. They're kind of sponsored the channel a little bit. I actually got linked up. I didn't even know they existed, and I got linked up with them through us. Hey, I'm back. Cool. They sell some badass blanks, some badass pin kits, everything like that. There's a chick named Kate. She's got a YouTube channel on here. It's a Bullseye. It's on my suggested channels. But man, she gets down with it. Like, she turns pins. They got this one kit called the Artemis, and then the other one's called like the Apollo or something. They're the cigar style pins, and then one is the old school fountain pen with engraving and shit on it. I know for a fact I got two of those coming, one in gold and one in silver, and the silver one's never going to leave the shop because I'm a sucker for old school shit like that. But what's up? How's it going? America to South Korea. Look into Zen pins. I'll have to check them out. But let's finish off this taco, get this mandrel back out, and get this other sumbitch here linked up. Dippity doo dah, motherfucker. Put the walnut on the hole. We're still charging, that's all that matters. Some bitch. Yeah. What's up, Dan? Get hold Ryan and Mike and get my email and send you a cool video of making pins. Yeah, he did launch me one with like big pin inserts. It was actually pretty cool. It'd be right up Mim's alley. I didn't even think about that the other day when you sent it to me. Some. Alright. Alright, let's go. All right, Coach, send me in. Go, Scooby. I've never turned yellow heart before, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Yellow heart cuts like butter. It smells like vanilla. I hope so, Michael. Okay, so we're going to sand this heifer down again. little bit of tear out right there, which I could take care of. Bring that. No, that's good right there. Bring that down just a little bit back there. There's nope. There it is, right there. All right, she's cleaned up. Let's hit her with some denatured alcohol. Take this hood off for a second. Ow, it's in me. All right, so I've got this end and this end. They're both down to the same diameter. Should this be where the nib is, the tip of the pin, or should this up here be where the tip of the pin is? I'll let you guys decide on that. But now that we've got this denatured and cleaned up, I'm going to put some CA on it, probably 5 coats, light sand whenever I need to so I don't get a bunch of buildup. And we're going to finish it off the same way as we did the last one. like it. That yellow wood is bright as hell. I'll be on for a little bit longer. Do your thing, Mike. Take care of them kids, bro. But give it up for Mike. He's one of my moderators. He does a hell of a job on here. Spamming these links and shit. Letting everybody know who my sponsors are, everybody's channels are. Mike does a fucking phenomenal job. Alright. Now that's on there. Yeah, it's like way ass and easy for you. Mike Wilson's a fucking G if there ever was one, dude. Dude's over there in fucking Highlander land. Out here so I can buff on this shit. Yeah, he's from over in Scotland, dude. Looks like our clear coat on this has got a pretty good standoff. And it does. Yeah, okay. So, cool. We're going to use the gold hardware on this one. And from what everybody said, we're going to use the nib down towards this end. This will be towards the center end of the piece, and this, of course, up here will be the top. Nothing. There's just some of us that are doing pins now. Some of them have been doing pins for a while. I was sent a pin kit by my sponsor, and honestly, I made fun of people that made pins for the longest time, and then fucking now I'm one of them. Okay, so put that in there. Knocky. Let me get some of this shit out the way so I can hit the shop or the dust collector over here real quick. With these exotic woods, I really don't know exactly what the hell I'm breathing in, to be honest with you. said we were going to go with the gold kit on this one. Made a few pipes. There's a cap on that. I ain't gonna lie, that does look pretty nice. Make sure that thread's in there the way it's supposed to, Daddy. Yeah. Cool. Lay you right there. Got all these little dope dealer baggies all over my damn shop now from these pin kits. People make pins. Fucking scum of the universe. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. We got walnut. This is some blank that I've had put back for a while. Just had some decent looking grain in it and nothing spectacular. This is yellow heart, bloodwood, yellow heart, bloodwood, yellow heart, bloodwood, and some walnut off the end cut of that. So, I'm digging that. I do like the segmented stuff, I ain't gonna lie. We made this one. We made this one a little bit earlier. And then, I don't know if you guys have been following the page or anything like that. Me and my son made this one earlier this week. This is a piece of Osage orange for the body. And then we have walnut. This piece right here is an actual cow tooth that we sanded down and put in the blank. And then another piece of walnut right there. So we're just into kind of like throwing different stuff in there. Here's some flaming box elder. And then these are the first three that I made, and they're pins. They work. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but these three are kind of a different caliber. Tooth and bone, don't breathe that dust. No, I wear a respirator. Got a local trapper here. He's got a YouTube channel and everything else, but he keeps me hooked up with sheds, bone, teeth, stuff like that. It's almost like some cult shit. Got a job full of beaver bones and teeth and stuff like that. Then I got some antlers and some shed. Like my little boy, he pulled that cow tooth out of the cow skull I got back there, and he's like, yeah, we're going to use that one. I've got some bog oak. I haven't tried it. They say it's hard as hell. giraffe bone. I've heard that it's really cool. I did find this at a yard sale. It's a piece of cholla cactus. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to do something. Because I didn't have to pay anything for it. Got some burl over there. I got Jeff's mallet blanks. I was supposed to make him a mallet today, but they're not completely dry yet. Filled with epoxy. I've seen some of the stuff that they filled with epoxy in the cholla cactus wood, and it's really awesome. But I'm pretty sure if I see another thing made with blue epoxy or just filled with blue epoxy, I'm going to lose my damn mind. Because it seems like that's the only thing people are using anymore is blue epoxy. I want to see some greens and some purples and stuff. I really can't get over this, man. This thing turned out beautiful. Once again, Got Wood LLC. Man, it was awesome. Guess my next project. What's your next project, BW? Let me know, man. You gotta let me know. You can't just cold dick me like that and leave me hanging. Large barrel log of ash, about 300 pounds. I can't move anymore. Holy hell, Bad Dragon. I think I'm going to take all these little dope dealer baggies that these pin kits come in and soak them in resin and turn something out of that, because God knows I've got enough of them. Is Bad Dragon intentionally leaving me hanging? Something with blue epoxy, son of a bitch. It's like everywhere you go, man, it's always like a river table or a fucking cutting board with like just epoxy and so much fucking blue mica powder in it, it's not even funny. Like, I'm guilty of it too. Like, the first few that I've done was just like, yeah, we'll just blue the shit out of it. I like seeing the greens and the coppers and the brass colors and stuff like that, and like just like the contrast of them. Everybody does that blue, and it's just like it makes everybody's work look the same. I got nothing against it, really. It just, I've just got to the point where I kind of like walk past blue stuff. But if there's like a real crazy looking purple or like a didn't have glitter. If there's like a real crazy looking purple or like an emerald green with the swirls in it, I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's look at that. Like, I seen a guy that was doing that Lichtenberg shit, like the lightning stuff, and he was filling it in with green, and it was like the craziest looking thing I ever seen. The tree cutter gave me that price on Jesus. Work asked me if I river tables of the day. I was like, no. He's like, why not? They're easy. Yeah, he's full of shit. 6 gallons of epoxy, and it's temperamental as hell. I gotta let that cool down a little bit. That little heifer, she got warm today. But yeah, limba wood is beautiful. I really, really like the limba wood. It's exotic, so I mean, you kind of have to order it, I guess, unless you live somewhere where limba wood's at. But I'm digging that. I'll post pictures, close-ups of that here in a little bit. One of the other things that old boy from Got Wood sent me. This ginormous kiln-dried cherry. And when I say she big, she a big girl. 6x4. It's a cereal bowl. And think about turning it here in a second. Maybe not. I don't know. Time, what, 2:30? No, it's not 2:30. It's what, we've been on here for 2.5 hours. It is 3:21. Never know. Gustavo Ortega. What's up? Once again, if you guys are new in here and you haven't liked and subscribed, please go ahead and do that. It don't cost anything. Helps out with the algorithm, stuff like that. There's also a hell of a group of guys and gals in here. We congregate and gather up here every Sunday. It's almost like a mafia church or something like that. Good group of guys and gals. A lot of turning going on. A lot of knowledge in here between some of the other guys. Not really me, but some of the other guys. And if you want to get into turning, or you've been turning, you got some answers or questions you need answers for, might have somebody here who can answer it for you. Already subscribing. Thank you, MG. That's awesome, bro. MG Crafting. Taking a break here for a second, letting my motor on this wind cool down, because we've had her spinning non-stop for like just 2.5 hours. Chris, what's up, man? How's London going? What's up, Johnny? Woo. Johnny, you were in here the other night when I done my first couple of pins. I'll ask you, these look any better? The maple one's kind of my favorite. I don't know, I think my favorite out of all of them is probably the Osage one. That's one me and my little boy done. But I've yet to do one with the rose gold. Say, one of the channel sponsors, Got Wood, man, hooked me with a box of wood, exotic woods, and I had to bust into that canary wood, or that yellow heart, and especially that bloodwood. This is the first time I've ever seen bloodwood in person, and I'm telling you, shit is beautiful, dude. Like, phenomenal. Is that MG you like? Highland? I don't know what that is. Antique copper. I have not seen those, man. That does sound pretty cool, like the old brass style. Well, I figured I'd just see what the gold would look like on the walnut. Thank you, Jack. I've got a rose gold kit over here that I haven't used on anything, and I'm about tempted to just chuck something up and put some rose gold on, see what it looks like. Just to see, you know, because we only got like, I don't know, 30 minutes till I got to bounce out of here, 40 minutes, something like that. So, honestly, I think I could put a kit together, get it hardened up, and get it ready to rock and done in 20, 30 minutes. Let's see what I got. Okay. On the fly here. Got that I can shake down. Got that I can shake down. Fuck yeah, we're set, boys and girls. Maybe. Put a rods in here. Sand it up a little bit. Might talk to Exotic Blank for sponsoring. They have some sweet stuff. Exotic Blank. You'll have to send me the link to them or stuff like that. I have not actually got a. I don't know who they are, but send it to me and I'll check them out. Can I build you a website for almost free? No, Samir. That just sounds sketchier and shit. Nothing against you, man. I just don't trust a whole lot of folk. Hi, what? Zahara Safari. I'm from Ohio. Samir, I am not being a smartass when I say this, bro. I'm good right now. I really appreciate the offer, bro. I do. Hit me up on my channel. Maybe if I get to know you a little bit and realize that you're not like some barefooted dude in like a Bitcoin lab trying to like scam me for everything that I own, we might talk on that. But right now I'm doing kind of good. Ain't nothing personal, bro. If any of you want a website, I know a guy. Mike is making stuff. Look at that. Shameless plug. Mike, Mike knows. Herringbone laminated blanks are crazy cool looking. Dude, somebody mentioned that in our tri-stream last night. I think it was Robert G. And I was looking at it, and everyone that I watched, they didn't really show how to make it, but they showed the outcome on it. I was like, that shit's beautiful, and I want to know how to do it, and now I don't know how to do it, so kind of fucked me, really. All right, so that's there. Wow, fucker. Alright, let's try this. I'm on the hunt for a web admin. No, Mike, I'm tech stupid. What the fuck? Y'all are just already into it up there, just going at it. I decored my shit right there. There we go. We're going to try to do some bone and spalted stuff with some maple. Seems legit, right? A big ass off-centered piece of bone. The other maple or spalted stuff that I think it's maple, hell, I don't know. But I got dyed blue in here. One of the extra blanks. It's a piece of bone deer antler. Hopefully it don't fly apart on me. But we're gonna give it a hell. Let that there and kind of chill out for a minute. Hit me vape. I'm gonna get back into it like Kobayashi or some shit. This may have to be the part where the nib goes in, because the bigger the antler, it's just like wood. It's got pith in the center of it, this soft, punky stuff. So if you go down real deep, you're getting to like this real soft, spongy core, and it's just nasty fucking feeling. And you don't want to do that. So we're going to try that. See how it goes. Nothing up my sleeve. Once I get closer, I probably will try to fill the marrow with CA glue. Jesus God. Alright, so it's got this inclusion on both sides. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass, I'm not going to lie. So, tighten that back up. Dude, it's rage bait. He sucks at the lathe on purpose to drive you crazy. Cosmic abomination. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Still got to get that down a little bit, but it's not so much the antler that's causing the problem, it's the inclusions on the side of it. We've about got them out of there, so I can't really barrel into it. I'm afraid I'll blow it apart, so you can only give it a little bit at a time. You know, like prom night. Plug my mask in before I die here. Tomorrow we'll hold the other pin's done the same thing. Great shot. Jesus God. That still needs to come down a little bit. Give my life a fucking break though. Burn this thing to the ground. Calm down, boy. Alright, asshole. Remember exactly what we're doing here? Thank you. Thank you all, sir. Thank you all, sir. Stupid. Take this off for a second. This is the hardest piece of bone that I've ever turned in my life. I'm gonna set these over here for just a second. I got an idea. I'm gonna lock it in place first, dumbass. Pain in my fucking ass. 7 ways from Sunday. Alright. We'll come back over with that piece of spalted wood and finish it up. It's the grand scope of shit. It's a choir boy compared to this chunk of antler. Which is really pissing me off. There we go. Fucking do dirty stuff for me, bitch. look at that. I got the inclusion out. Now I can just shape it down. Fucking finally. Shined up. All right. Take this off here. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jesus God, that was that was fucking hard fought, boys and girls. Hard fought. All right, so on the edge of that, give it some rough love with this. And then we'll get a few coats with the CA glue, same as the other two pins. Hotter than hell in here right now. Man, I'm telling you right now, I've cut a lot of antler in the past 2 weeks and way more in the past year and a half. And that was the hardest piece of antler I've had to turn down. I don't know if it was just aged or what. With the soft sand to go in between them. So you can make sure it's dry, gonna hit it with another one, and we're gonna get a new buffing pad too. Yes. Yeah, that's one of the pieces that you brought over. All right. So let's see where we're at here. Make sure we don't have any little... Would you not give $1 to a street artisan? I thank you, sir. This is the same thing. All right, so that's on there. Is it 15 years old? Yeah, just so you guys know, the Everyday American is a buddy of mine. He's here local, real good friend. He's a trapper. He's got a YouTube channel, everything like that. He's the one I was telling you about. He brought me the bag of jaws and bones and stuff like that, kind of macabre looking shit. He literally just brought me this bone over here probably 30 minutes before the live stream, this piece of antler. So this literally came from him to me. I drilled it, cut it on the lathe coming into this. So no, I think he means like the deer was like, might have been old, but the fucking thing was older than shit. We're located in Southern Ohio, man. Thank you, Dan. All right, so we put our polish coat on here. Let that spin for a second. We're gonna hit it with some non-CA covered paper towel. And we're gonna put, I don't know, maybe a rose gold kit in this because I haven't tried the rose gold on anything yet. There's no crazy collars in this. And I gotta try out the rose gold kit for one of my buddies. You know what I mean? I will say this, as big as a pain in the ass as this chunk of antler was, it is a 3-year-old buck, but the antler itself has been sitting in his shed for 15 to 20 years. Yeah, she's pretty hard. So, the battle on this one was super hard fought with the antler. Damn, that turned out pretty. But it was worth every bit of it. I ain't gonna complain anymore. That turned out really cool. Damn, that's pretty. Almost looks like a seashell.
Sound like some seashells down by the seashore.
A big whacking stick. that, and that. Two mofos in there. All right, well, I got you in here. What color are we going to use on these for the hardware? Black, silver, gold, or gold? We got the spalted stuff up here. And then we got this overly polished piece of deer antler down here. Yeah, I keep dropping because it's so slick. Black. You're 100% right. We pull out a parts kit here. Oh, look, there's a black one on top, just waiting for me.
It's almost like it was meant to be, Bobby.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think you could almost light a cigarette off this lathe right now. This bitch has been put through her paces today. Okay, so ambidextrous writing utensil. Let's go ahead and get the nib in. From now on, that's going to be code for me getting some ass. I'm going to try to get the nib in. Try not to drop the damn nib. I have found that if you take this rammer that they send with it and give it a tap, it kind of helps out with the whole brass fitting thing. I don't even know if that's what it's for, but I know it's sure as hell what I've been using it for. Okay, so nibs in. That's in. Plenty of clearance. Actually, I'm going to tap that just a little bit further. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right. Put our little centering on there. And then we're going to put our top clip on here. Telling you right now, this black with this antler is looking pretty badass. I think the only thing that would look probably cooler than this is if I had like a patinaed brass. Damn light does it not a whole lot of justice, but you can see I'll post pictures of it on there and everything else here in a little bit. So today, that is the limba vessel. 3 pretty cool pins, I might add. And hopefully tomorrow I am going to be coming back out. Other than that, my phone's about to die. Thank each and every one of y'all for coming and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you. This is Sunday Spunday. I do this every Sunday. So if you haven't subscribed, like the video, please do that. It helps me out a whole lot. Check out the other channels and stuff. Hopefully I'll be on here Tuesday for another surprise live that's not really a surprise, but it's going to be on here. Check out the sponsors, all that cool stuff. Other than that, peace. I love y'all. I'm out.